Welcome back to On the Set, guys. This will be our second episode back and our first actual episode with a guest. So we're welcoming on Javi.
What's up, guys? How you
Who,
doing?
tell them a little bit about yourself. Tell them what you do. Your background.
All right, my name is Javier Sarache Jr. I am an aspiring actor in West Palm Beach, Florida, and yeah, I love going out and working on my craft. I like writing, and I like doing my thing. Yeah.
Wow, that's really good, man. It's actually my first time meeting you, Avi. But I really wanted to ask you, like you're a very creative person. Like just getting to know you, like I could tell that you're very into the innovative.
In the 20 minutes that we had just before we started the podcast.
Yeah, that little 20 minutes, I got to know you. But like, what keeps you in touch with your more creative side? Like you said,
Well, I've always had an issue with writer's block ever since I, picked up a pencil and started actually, writing stories, writing poetry. Um, I think the one thing that keeps me in tune with my creative side is nature, believe it or not. When I feel like I'm actually like stuck completely, blank, I just take a stroll. I just take a stroll out. Sometimes I like going to nature centers. I like just walking with my dog sometimes.
Okay.
And the beach actually helps a lot too. So
So that opens your mind up.
yeah. It's
Gotcha.
definitely beneficial that we live right by the beach. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's really good. I mean, I love doing that too. Like, I'm like even today, like
Ash, the nature guy.
hell yeah. I went outside. I just sat in the sun,
Yeah.
and then took a fire ass nap, bro.
There's something about it that just it gets the juices going.
Yeah.
And then,
It's good that you say that. That's a good question because for me, I guess this makes me a masochist. Dude, pain is what fuels my motivation. It's weird because anytime I go through something like I suffer or I have a loss or I lose something, I'm just like, dude, I'm bouncing back from it. I see it as instead of most people see it as a setback, I see it as a setup for a comeback. Like I said in the last podcast, I just see it as something that's just telling me that it wasn't meant to be, and the next thing that is to come is going to be better. So I'm just motivated to keep going and pick up where I left off and find something better. It's kind of dark, but hey,
no, it's good. It's good. Everyone
You
has
you
their
love
own
it.
thing, their own way of doing things. So.
I know some rappers like not like actual like people like Juice World, like when they're in touch with their feelings and emotions, that's how they get their best art out there. I know some guys like 24K Golden who literally said he's like, dude, if I had to, he's like, I genuinely would like get a heartbreak on purpose to make the best music of my life.
You like this last album?
Oh my god, it was incredible.
It's all he talks about.
Golden?
It's all he talks
You like
about.
24K
man.
Golden?
Yeah,
Dude,
I think he's one of the most underrated.
Oh my,
artists coming
he's
out.
next up for sure.
Yeah.
He's a new Juice World. Dude, he's so versatile. It's incredible. I've never met. I have not seen an artist like him in a long time. I think the closest thing to it was Juice. Like this guy can sing, he can rap, he could even do country if he wanted to. I bet he'd be good at it. He's just in touch with everything that goes on, and he's a genius when it comes to this industry.
Yeah, I really like the album a lot. There's a lot of tracks that
What was your favorite song?
I like Lover Lust.
Love or Lust. Yeah, that was a good one.
Lover Lust.
I like 3-2-1. Three sides.
3-2-1's fire.
Yeah. Company was a great one with Future.
Yeah, I like that.
The whole album was great, bro. And then T Grizzly just dropped a new album too. I don't know if you listened to him. He's great.
I'm not that big of a fan. I mean, I don't. I like some of his tracks, but
Gotcha. He's more of like a hype guy.
Yeah, I feel you. But what do you listen to? Like,
I listen to everything besides mainly country. I don't like country that much, but I listen to a lot of. It depends on my mood, to be honest. Like,
Gotcha.
Sometimes I'll be driving home from work late at night, or just going out for a drive, and I'll listen to like Frank Sinatra for some reason.
Oh, I
or,
love
like,
Frank
Sam
Sinatra.
Cooke or something like that.
Great.
And then like when I get up and get ready to like drive to wherever it is I'm gonna go, I'll just blast like my whole playlist, like my rap playlist, and it'll be a combination between Uzi.
Lil Uzi.
So you're versatile with it.
Yeah, no.
I'm the same way. I'm everything. I like, believe it or not, I like soul.
Yeah,
I listen to Charles Bradley sometimes. Even that song "Careless Whisper," that song low key, I used to listen to that a little bit. mean, there's a lot of good stuff out there that I just started listening to. Off the top of my head, I can't really dig too deep into it, but I listen to everything. Like I'm big on rap, big on R&B, soul, pop, funk, hip hop, even country. To be honest, sometimes I like more Christian country. I'm becoming that guy now.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian boy now. But listen, dude, at some point, I don't know. I just got into my journey with God, and now I'm
That's great,
you
man.
know
That's good. That's
yeah.
incredible, man. But I mean, you say you write.
Oh yeah.
Like, are you like really big on that?
I used to be. In high school, I got my first short story published in 2016.
Mm,
Um,
that's incredible.
Awesome.
that was when I realized like, oh, I can actually like
You're good at this shit.
do
This is your
something. I could
craft.
do
I
something
feel
with
you.
it.
I
So,
feel you.
but it was a really cool experience to know that I've have a love for writing. I think well in high school I was on the slam poetry team, which is if you guys don't know what slam poetry is, it's when people stand in front of a mic and basically like kind of rap but in a poetic way.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Sneak
And
dissing.
yeah, I actually didn't like poetry at the beginning. I took a creative writing class my junior year, and my teacher said that the first thing that we were gonna do was study poetry, and I was like, oh my god, I'm like, are we really gonna study poetry right now? Why?
Yeah,
So
I
I
feel
thought it
you.
was like not for me or whatever, and then um, all of a sudden I started just writing, and we had to do a performance in class in front of the whole like class, and then I went up and I did my thing, and having like an acting background, just being theatrical and really emphasizing your words and putting on a performance. My teacher like kept me after class, and he was like, you should come by sometime during lunch and just read your poetry with us. And I was like, I don't know if it's really my thing. And he's like, I think you should audition for the show. And I was like, audition for the show? What show? And then he said that we have like a show full of people that read their poetry and sing and all that in front of the whole school.
Mm.
So I was like, sure. So I did it and I fell in love with it. And then I became like a member of the team, the slam poetry team. And we went all the way to semifinals, and we performed at Nova University.
Oh wow.
For semifinals against schools like Hollywood Hills and other really really good poetic teams, and it was a really great experience.
Great.
That's
really,
great,
really,
man. That's
really
great.
cool.
So that's where it all started.
Yeah, for the most part, that's when I got into poetry mainly. I before that I used to do just strictly short stories. I think I have probably like 10 that I haven't touched in a long time that I have on like a hard drive.
Oh,
But I might someday just get back into it. But for now, within the last 2 years, I've been working on a feature film that I can't really talk about, but it's my own feature film, my first feature film, and it's practically
It's in the making.
done.
Gotcha.
okay.
90,
Any release dates for that?
Yeah,
You wanna
when are we
plug that?
expecting? We're expecting that.
In terms of a teaser trailer, I'm hoping that we get one by spring of 2022.
Where are you gonna be able to find that on?
Where?
Yeah, where's the trailer gonna come out on?
The trailer will come out on probably like social media, like Instagram.
Okay, so
and then
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Charlie, I want you to go ahead and link his info right here.
Yeah, put his Instagram up here just so you can help him plug his stuff.
Yeah, plug him in. You know.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, so we can. Yeah, well, the goal is to get the teaser trailer up and running, just to see if people bite, if people would like it. I can tell you a little bit about it, I guess, just in case like this goes and gets seen like 10 years from now, and our careers are taking off, and it's just something to look back on. So
never know.
Deja vu. Basically, it's called Born to Punch. It's been
what you said was Born to Punch.
Born to Punch.
No.
Wait, Born.
Born.
Dude, get your mind out of the gutter, bud.
Yeah,
Jesus, this is a child-friendly podcast. I mean, are you serious?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to the young kids out there. I do apologize.
Don't cancel me.
Please, don't cancel me on Twitter, please.
Born to Punch.
Okay.
With a B.
With the B.
has been an idea that I've had for the last 2 years, and I actually began writing it my spring semester of my sophomore year. Yeah,
Okay.
spring semester of my sophomore year, I began writing Born to Punch, and it's basically about this African American retired boxer who, basically, long story short, goes to Cuba to attend his manager's funeral because he passed away. And he runs into this kid who is a Cuban kid, and he's basically poor, and he's in an alley getting his ass beat by like four guys. He's getting jumped, and then all of a sudden, like, he sees that this kid can like fight because he's holding his own, and he says, "Hey, come back with me to the U.S. and let me train you. You have no experience, but let me train you." So it's a retired boxer basically teaching a young kid who has potential. Let's put it like that, and without giving too much away of what happens, because there's a lot that
Starting
happens.
of an origin story. I can see it. I can
Yeah,
picture it.
Like
it's a
Rocky.
combination of Rocky,
And like
a
Creed.
combination of it's a combination of Rocky and like Karate Kid with like another movie that I forgot the name of, but it's like a combination of four movies all in one. But it's supposed to be like a redemption between this kid who has nothing, deserted father. He's basically trying to get his mom and his two younger siblings out of poverty, and he feels like the only way that he can do it is like by stealing things, and he doesn't want to go down that pathway. So, um, the main character, the protagonist, the retired boxer, takes him back to the U.S. and says, "Hey, you can do this a different way. Let me train you, and if you win, then we can make a better life for you and your family." So
And I have a question off of
yeah,
that. So I mean, that's very intricate story that you're. I can see like you're starting to weave.
thanks.
But did you like internalize with your characters that you're making? Like, do you see yourself like a part of yourself
Like, what's
in
your
the character?
relationship
Yeah,
with
like
them?
Well, I'm hoping that I get to play Joaquin, which is
the Cuban
the
kid.
Cuban kid. Because I like writing and producing my own things that I would.
Mhm.
So you want to be the actor in it, not the director.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to be the actor.
Oh,
In
I
the you want to do both or just
I
just
wouldn't mind doing both, but I would be totally comfortable, with someone taking the wheel. With someone taking
water there, bud.
Yeah, no, you're good. All right. No, I'd be totally comfortable with someone taking the wheel, in the director's chair, 100%. I'm just a writer. I actually don't consider myself someone who would be a director or anything like that.
Okay.
I would love to, like, believe it or not. I mean, not believe it or not. I would love to do anything in film. I've fallen in love with the whole concept of film, the industry, everything. So anything really that comes my way, of course, I wouldn't knock down. But the dream has always been to be an actor, and that's why I write my own things. And if I had to take a step in the director's chair, then by all means I would be beyond, blessed to have done to do that as well. Um, you were talking about the relationship with. You were talking
yeah,
about the
yeah, the
relationship with them.
relationship like
Yeah, everything I write somewhat has something to do with my experiences. I actually put myself. I consider myself a method actor, so I want to make a realistic outlook depending on the characters that I'm portraying. So, for example, I've never been one to smoke weed or to do anything like that, like
like
a teenager thing. I've never been one to partake in those things, but I love going to parties. I love, having a good time, meeting people. So, in terms of me writing, I would love to, like, I've written some rugged stuff where it has to do with those kind of experiences. So sometimes I remember in high school I did this with a couple of friends that I would purposely go to a party that I know that I wouldn't enjoy because everyone's doing things that I don't necessarily
I
like.
agree with.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's not that people can do whatever
You
they
just
want.
don't do it.
Yeah,
This is
personally,
not
I just
something you
personally
do.
don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
So like I have tons of friends that partake in everything like that and do certain things that they're just not my thing. But no judgment whatsoever. Like you do you, something like that. So, but we would purposely go to these parties just to experience the craziness and the
how
raw
chaotic it.
feeling
Yeah,
of what goes
Gotcha.
on, and I do that in order to portray a correct impression when it comes down to writing these scenes or
Okay.
skits or anything like that. So I would put myself in these situations in order to relate to them.
mm.
That way, I can give a correct response when it comes down to performing, in front of camera or etc. So
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, that's really good though. I do appreciate that because sometimes in certain movies, like they will try to portray like the teenage experience, and like you could tell it's like some old dude like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I got him with this one, like
yeah,
So like that's the best way to understand it is by
Yeah,
really going out there and experiencing
experiencing
it.
it,
So now you
exactly.
can reflect on what you do. That's great. That's great.
yeah. A couple actors I look up to automatically off the top of my head would be Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix is
Picture right
incredible.
here, picture.
Yeah,
Joaquin
he
Phoenix.
is absolutely. He is a different breed. He is when it comes down to the acting world. Him, Christian Bale. Um, I think someone who I would aspire to be like that's kind of our age would probably be Timothy Chalamet. You guys probably know who that is, but he's gonna be the next best star, like the next big star.
What has he been in? What movies?
He's been in things like Lady Bird, Beautiful Boy. He got nominated for Best Supporting Actor, Beautiful Boy. He got nominated for Best Actor, I believe, in Call Me by Your Name, which got nominated for a crap ton of Oscars.
So, what's inspiring about those actors that you listed?
Most of them are very in tune with their characters, which then goes back to the love of performing and love of the art of acting itself. That's what I relate to that a lot because it's something that I've fallen in love with and have a strong passion for. So um, that's why I relate to them.
So you like actors that are really like the actors are literally their characters that they play.
Yeah, they take time away from offset or away from set
To become the
to,
character.
to just get more in tune with the whole vibe. That way the performance turns because the performances always turn out really great, and that's I guess is one of the biggest goals of mine is for people to watch and say, wow, like he really took the time to put work because it's kind of like a pat on the back, like your work, the work that you put in was paid off.
Yeah,
in the
100%.
end. And I feel like that whenever I watch something by Joaquin Phoenix or Timothy Chalamet or, people like Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
Just
You can feel it.
It's it's a different take on just watching a movie. It's not like I'm watching something right now on the screen. It's I'm watching this person go through the character's life, and I'm kind of going side by side with it. And that's how I feel when I watch those type of films with those type of actors and performers.
I feel you on that.
So how do you feel about Robert Downey Jr. then? Do you like Marvel and stuff?
I absolutely love Marvel.
So you like Robert Downey Jr.
I
then?
love Robert Downey Jr.
Dude, his character in Iron Man, there is no better person on this planet that can play that role. Yeah. You cannot change my mind. You can't.
I agree with you. I love Robert Downey Jr. I mean, everyone in the cinematic universe, really, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is.
They fit their roles.
I'm huge fans of most of them. We have Jeremy Renner, Hawkeye. We have Mark Ruffalo. We have Chris Evans.
Chris Pratt.
Tom Holland, I think, is going to be another up and coming star.
He's getting there.
Yeah, I don't see him as just Spider-Man.
What do you think about Chris Pratt?
I think he's a funny character.
His role is perfect, dude. I don't think it could have been any better. Him and Robert Downey Jr.
Chris fits it. I love who else is in cinematic universe? We got Anthony Mackie. We got Sebastian Stan.
I love him. I love Anthony Mackie, dude.
Anthony Mackie, I think, is very underrated.
Oh, are you watching his new show, The Captain? Winter Soldier.
versus. I
Yeah,
don't have Disney Plus.
I've watched the whole thing already. It was incredible. It was great.
I don't have Disney Plus. But
Dude, you gotta get it.
you
It's
can lend it to
awesome.
me.
Listen, if I can give another device, I can check it. Yeah, I'd love to. Dude, it's great. I love it. Chris Evans was great too for his
So
role.
as an actor, like you said, you can really see you're like someone's getting in tune with the character. So like, is there something that like as a regular moviegoer, like you could tell over you as you done it, you seen, experienced it, like you could tell this to differentiate from just people like saying in lines and experiencing it, like.
Well, I think anyone who gets a professional job, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
has made somewhat of an impression in order to get that role. I mean, this industry is basically all connections and I mean, right place, right time. But
That's
you
true.
have to make an acting career and to continue to maintain a steady career in the industry. You're going to have the drive and the talent and
Hmm.
the passion and the people that not necessarily fall off, but veer off to a different path or decide to do something else. Um, those are the people that aren't in love with it. I would do this for free if I could live comfortably out in the world and live my life and do what I love. I would do it 100% for free
That's the
because
best.
this
Yeah.
is there's nothing I can picture myself doing.
So you're set on this.
I've been
I mean
saying this
that's great.
since I was well. My mom says that I've fell in love with film at the age of 3.
There you go. You already had it. Most kids our age don't even know what they want to do.
But
I'm all over
That's
the place. So you're getting there with the real estate
yeah, I'm
stuff,
getting
and
there. I'm getting
you're
there.
a good public person. Like you're really good at speaking and stuff. That's why you're here. But yeah, I mean, I'm so all over the place, dude. I'm fiddling with basketball. I got the podcasting. I'm assistant coaching right now, my old varsity team. I'm all over the place, dude. I got no idea what I want to do,
I
but
think 90% of the kids our age don't know what the hell they're doing and
but
what they want to do.
you want to know what's important? Look at what we're doing. Most kids are not doing
You got to
this.
put yourself out
We're
there.
ahead of the game. Me, for somebody that doesn't know what they want to do, I picked 10 different things that I would consider doing, and I started doing all of them. So now I got to cut off 3 things this year when it came to working on a boat, being a fisherman. Hated that. Awful. Salesman, nope. Working in like a retail store, nope. I cut off those 3 automatically. So now I know I have those other 7 things that I'm sitting around doing. Radio show host, an actor, a YouTuber, a podcaster, or when it came to being like a basketball player professionally, or even coaching. I still got those options up in the air. So that's definitely a great point. That we made. Get out and start doing stuff that can
100%.
start your future now because it's never too early. Trust me on that. Because if you start early, you're ahead of the game.
And
Yeah.
don't be discouraged by other people. I'm truly a believer that people are meant to be in your life to tell you that you cannot do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can keep doing it.
Yes,
100%.
in order for you to succeed, you have to be told that you're going to fail. I am 100% a true believer in that.
Well, that's a really great quote.
Because I mean, I've been told that it's a hard industry. I've been told left and right. And my response is, yeah, I know, I know.
Yeah.
I have friends who have been doing this for a long time, and even as kids, like little kids, just going out and auditioning and doing little things and not getting anything until 4 years, 5 years later. Like, how can you make a living?
Yeah.
I understand that. I get it. But if you truly believe that it's what you were made to do, if you truly believe, like in your heart, that I love this and I want to do this for the rest of my life, then
You won't take no for an answer.
nothing is going to stop you.
Exactly. I 100% agree with you. I feel
agree
like
with that.
I feel like people are supposed to be there to help you get it, and I feel like there's also people supposed to be there to tell you not to.
Exactly.
And then when you're still going for something, even after you've been told no enough times, that's when you know you're really going to go out there and get it. Like I've been told no my whole life when it came to basketball, and I kept pushing no matter what I was told, and eventually look where I'm at. I played college. Never could have expected that. I was horrible as a kid, but I wouldn't take no for an answer because I really wanted to accomplish that goal, and I wanted to do it. So
100%. Yeah, you just keep striving. Everyone, even actors, have insecurities and flaws and everything. Like people think these celebrities are pitch perfect, or like people that are going into
just
this
like
business.
us.
100% false. Like completely false. Everyone is a human being. Everyone has like their off days. It's
100%.
it's
That's what's
it's
up.
all just part of living together and growing together as a society. And as human beings, we have to just help each other grow and become better citizens and hopefully make a better society
Yes.
overall as a whole.
I mean that's great, man. We had to, because if we don't stick together ourselves,
We got nothing.
exactly.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Exactly.
so if you know someone who's going into this business or whether it's singing or even comedy, something like that, don't discourage them and don't tell them that it's gonna be a long ride or a tough ride. Just believe in them and give them every ounce of hope that you can, because believe it or not, that goes a long way.
Yes, it does.
Just something like, oh, I know you can do this, or you have this look for this. You should really like push for it. Don't give up and give it your all. I'm a big advocate for kindness and love and positivity.
100%.
We don't need no negative vibes around here.
Damn
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
That's the whole point of this. This set is positive vibes only, baby.
Yes. High energy podcast. High energy. So, is that the type of mindset that you had when you're working on a project like the Blackout or Black?
Oh, Blackout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Blackout.
You didn't know I knew about that, did you? Yeah.
You did your research.
I did.
Blackout was my first short film that I was in. Shout out to Kimberly Dawson. She is a phenomenal person. I was standing alongside Jake Paiza. He's the man. We got Maddie Fernandez and Ian Sebastian. Those are the other cast members. Blackout was basically about a schizophrenic who didn't know what was real and what was not. To be honest, after filming everything, I don't even know entirely what it was about or what was supposed to happen, but it just left so like pleasing, like it was so satisfying. The ending was satisfying, and you wanted more, but at the same time you're like, you know what, you could leave it there, leave it right there.
It was good.
So it's like a little bit bittersweet.
Yes. So schizophrenic who didn't know what was real and what was not, and he had a fear. I forgot what his fear was, but Ian Sebastian played the protagonist, Miles. I played Jeff, which was his surfer friend, if you will, his laid back, chill, like relaxed friend, and we all got tattoos of things that we feared, like our worst fears. We would get the tattoo of that drawing.
Wait, the characters did that, or did you?
The characters.
So it was you got temporary tattoos.
Yeah, it was 10 tats. I got my character was afraid of heights, so I got buildings on my forearm, and basically once you got the tattoo, your fear was removed, and you weren't scared of that item or object or
So
action.
like if your character went on a building,
I'd be like,
oh,
that's cool. Oh yeah, the heights. Yeah, no, my character would probably be chilling after the tattoo. So the whole point was to get the main character Miles to get a tattoo, and he was in love with this girl, and he basically wanted to do whatever he could to get her, and he ended up in the hospital, etc. Before going into too much, go check it out. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, go plug it, dude. Go plug it. We can put it up right here if you want.
All right. Yeah, sure. It's called Blackout by Kimberly Dawson. It's a really great short film, and I was very, very grateful to be a part of that project. We actually had our film premiere at the AMC Theater here in West Palm Beach.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we had it. We had it there. It was like 3 weeks ago.
Was it a big turnout?
Yeah, we sold out both shows.
Oh, that's awesome!
It was pretty cool.
Incredible, man.
It was pretty cool.
I saw it when you posted on Instagram. I was like, "Damn, bro, he's really doing things."
Yeah, no, it was the first time that I could say, you know what, like I was actually in this, and my family came out, my friends came out to.
Well, put that on your resume, man.
A first candle out of 50 candles. It's like a little thing. You lit one.
Yeah.
49 more to go till you get to where you really want to be.
it was a
Good
great
analogy.
turnout. Extremely blessed for those moments
Great.
and
That's
stuff like
great.
that. So,
That's good, man.
So not to I kind of want to change a little bit because I know you are a photographer as well. What kind of like when it comes because I struggle with this. I'm horrible at taking pictures, and I have friends that are terrible at it. How do you know to get the right shot? Like what's your thing, dude? Like when it
uh,
comes to this art, like what really entails you to just know like that's the right shot. That's where I want to be from. That's the kind of color setting I want. Like
I don't. I don't know myself.
really,
Sometimes I mean, I know how to take a picture based off like get a camera, and you got to make sure that like that little square that's once you look
Yeah.
hmm
in the lens you see like the bottom half and the top half. You just make sure you get a close enough shot to where it looks like a not a portrait exactly, but it just looks like centered and it looks
yeah,
intact and it doesn't look like, oh, I'm just moving around with this
yeah.
camera or just snapping photos. But in terms of like taking the actual shot, I mean, the people that I shoot with usually are they're either experienced or they're really comfortable with themselves, and it's like a fun time.
So
So
it's easy
Yeah.
for you.
yeah,
They're
we
coming out there
basically
doing their
just
thing.
we just I'm like, all right, hold right there and just snap the pic. And then in terms of editing, I'm a big avid user of Lightroom Classic, Adobe.
We love that.
Adobe works
We
well.
love Adobe.
We love Adobe. So yeah, Lightroom Classic. And in
Okay.
terms of, I make my own presets, so that way I don't have to go through like 40, 50 photos and edit everyone. Like it, it took a solid like in total, it probably took 15 hours of my life to make those presets already
Jesus.
done.
But now you can just flick them out
Yeah,
like
now I can
that.
just, so it looks like a filter kind of.
Okay.
So it's an easier thing, and that way my photos kind of have the same
Like a signature look.
yeah, like the signature look, so that way people
Gotcha.
can see it and they're like, wow, like that was taken by Javi, like that kind of thing. But photography is totally a side hobby
Are you still
until
doing that now?
yeah.
If you guys want some pictures taken, you throw up one of his pictures on his profile. You want to look like that?
Yeah,
Go hit him
you
up.
can throw a couple up there.
Yeah, there you go. Put them all
Yeah.
over our faces,
Guys and
Charlie.
girls, families, whatever. I love capturing moments. That's one thing that I've always learned to be valuable. So I
Awesome.
guess that's why
Awesome.
photography became a thing. It started out as a small hobby and turned into a small business, which was also a really cool accomplishment that that I can say that I've done. Um, Love going out and meeting new people and collabing with different models, actors, singers, athletes, the whole nine
Cool.
yards. It's all
It's experiences,
a
dude. You
great
get to meet
experience.
people. So you're a
Yeah,
people person.
I love people, man.
Great,
What
great.
can I say?
Positive vibes only. I used to hate people, dude, but now I was so bad, bro. When I just had so much anxiety, and I just
Well, I remember high school. It was pretty bad.
I
Well,
love
I think
people now,
everyone was
dude.
like that in high school.
Yeah,
Everyone's like
I love everybody
just
now.
wanted to get their stuff done and get
Yeah.
out and go home.
Like, get away from me. I don't want to talk
Yeah,
to
like,
you.
oh, like, leave me alone, man.
No, high school was fun. High school was fun for me. I had a very good time.
Oh, that's-
Grad bash, the whole.
My last 2 years were
experience.
great. I went to Berean Christian my junior and senior year, and I loved it. My,
You got to play
freshman
ball there.
sophomore. Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I did play
yeah.
varsity both years. I hated my freshman and sophomore year at Central. He didn't like it either, and we both left. But we went to Berean. That's how we found each other. We were at Central, then we left and both went to Berean. And I left later than him, so I saw him there.
Yeah.
But it was great, dude. Grad Bash. Did you go to Grad Bash?
Yeah, I was mine.
You
I
were
was
there,
jealous.
Yeah, dude. I
didn't hear from you.
my
though.
memory's a little.
No,
I know what you did on Grad Bash.
I was a zombie the whole day.
You guys went to Universal?
Yeah, dude, it was great. They had a concert there. I remember Eli was going crazy. Shout out Eli. That was funny, dude.
That's my dog. Eli, throw him up there.
Yeah, no,
That was funny.
Grad bash was one of the best experiences.
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
Prom was also really, really, really nice.
Prom was
Really
okay.
fun.
I wasn't. I don't know. I went with a good friend of mine, Nelly. She was fun. I went with Lauren and Davey, and then we had like a whole group. It was a weird thing. Who else was there? What was the other two? Daniela was with me, and then I think Niall was with me.
So you went with like a squad?
It was literally a squad thing. And then you went to
I didn't go.
You didn't go.
Yeah, I didn't
so
go.
I know CJ was there. We had a whole weird thing going on with prom. Prom was all right. You didn't miss out on anything.
Yeah,
it was Christian school prom, So.
Yeah, I wasn't really.
I love my Christians, but but
prom's not.
Yeah,
it's not
it just was the music. I mean, like, listen. I'm as Christian as it gets, but like, come on, we can have a little fun here. Like, let's go. Come on, let's get loose. There was nothing. Yeah. There was nothing. Like, it was bad.
I'm kind of glad I did. I was
yeah, you didn't miss out on much, but if you missed out on Grab Ash, that sucks because that was awesome. Costa Rica too.
Costa Rica.
Dude, we went to Costa Rica together. It was awesome. It was a mission trip we had. Oh my! I fell in love there. That was awesome, dude.
Bahamas and I could.
For what, a mission trip?
No, for
just a school trip.
For a school trip.
Oh my god, we had a mission trip
wanted
there.
To go to the Bahamas, and I was like, I've never been out the country.
Oh my god, you missed out. Bahamas is incredible. I've been to Bahamas like 4 different times.
You're lucky.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good for you, man. You want a cookie, like?
Okay, so we're gonna cut that here. I think we're doing good. We did a good amount of time. I think you gotta go. You gotta skedaddle.
Yeah.
He's got a little something going on.
So we can just gonna wrap it up.
Yeah. Do you wanna outro us out, or do you want me to do this? How do you?
I kind of want to outro this.
Okay.
No, actually, you start heading them out. I want you to start getting the habit of heading them out. I'll just alley-oop it.
Just alley-oop it too.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. Well, this is the second episode back of On the Set. Like I said, this is actually this is gonna be our first guest on. So.
Thank you for having me, by the way.
Yeah, dude, of course. This was a pleasure. This was actually a very good podcast. It was very intellectual. I liked what we got to talk about, cover a lot of stuff. So you guys, let me know what you think down low. Any other guests you guys want us to have on, go ahead and throw their names down. Any recommendations, anything you guys want to say.
Like if you have any topics that you want us to talk about, like comment down below.
Yeah, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button.
And then like your positivity.
You already know.
So guys, do not forget we on the set. So like, comment, and subscribe. Like
all right, peace.